We have Mr. Sunil, Regional Vice President, Oman Air, joining us today. Welcome on the show.
Thank you for inviting me.
Your first time at GPS?
No, actually, it's been coming again to GPS after many years in Nagpur, because I had attended the first GPS in 2013 when they first inaugurated the show, and that is where they started. So I've attended many other cities, but to Nagpur after 2013, it's like coming again after 6-7 years.
Has it changed a lot? Has it grown as a event?
There's a total makeover. The last, if I remember correctly, the last event of GPS in 2019 was in Pune. So I'd attended that. During that, they were talking about going green in 2020. From 2013 until 2020, I can see it's improved a lot. Especially, we don't see the exhibitors coming with pull-up stands with a lot of wastage which happens after the events. It's all digital. It's nice, crisp, very business-like. It's very impressive, and actually I felt bad when our team were having in-flight magazines and things on our desk. So it's a learning. It's quite interesting. Good way to go, and I'm sure they'll do better.
So as an airline, when you come to GPS, I mean, what is how the business opportunity? Are you able to engage with a lot of Tier 2, Tier 3 agents which you don't normally get to engage with, or?
No, it's actually for us. We fly to 11 cities in India, but we don't fly to cities like Nagpur, Ahmedabad, Pune, Calcutta. These are all cities where GPS has their shows. So it gives us a good exposure in terms of getting in contact with people in the 2 and 3 tier cities, and these are the cities which actually feed us into our online markets. So it's been a great experience. We've actually participated with Harman's team to do a Edwin to Manchester, because we had just started Manchester when we did that, and we took, I think, around 80 odd agents to Manchester for Edwin. And in 2020, we are looking forward to do it to Oman. So we are trying to work out a plan in March so that we take agents from across India to Oman for Edwin.
Interesting. So what is Oman Air's plan for 2020?
As an airline, we are looking at it a bit conservatively, because we are one of the initial customers of the 737 MAX, and we've got a few of those planes lying on ground in Oman. So we actually having a capacity crunch in terms of aircraft. And we are looking at not disturbing the markets. We are looking at stabilizing the operations what we have. But ideally for India, we've began our change by introducing wide-body aircraft into Bombay and Delhi. So only in 2019 we did Bombay in June, and Delhi was done in December. So that we see as a big jump for us in India, because these routes, since we have put those flights, are doing extremely well. We were looking at front cabin even on the narrow body, but with the wide body coming in from these big cities, we are selling double of what we were selling before in the front cabin. So we are looking at it very positively, and India is one of our largest markets after Oman. So might as well we do really.
I traveled Oman Air last week to Istanbul, Bangalore. My personal experience, I think the airline is a little underrated, because the seats were good, food is good, connectivity was fantastic. I think Muscat Airport also is on par with, let's say, Doha or Dubai in terms of facilities and stuff. So it's a perfect airline to travel west, or to Europe bound or US. But where is the gap in terms of perception that Oman Air is not able to break in and establish that point among the consumers' mind?
What you said is absolutely right. We are actually underrated when you look at the product and services what we provide. A major challenge, of course, has been the network when you compare with the big boys of the Middle East. We've been growing at a conservative pace since 1993 when we started the airline. We only fly to Europe to the west as of now. We don't fly beyond Europe and to certain African countries, and the farthest we fly in the Far East is to Indonesia and Jakarta. So in terms of reach, yes, we have a limitation. We are trying to bridge the gap now with codeshare partners to extend our passengers to reach beyond with 2 stops at a hub as well as the next point of ours. I feel it's more or less the network, and then as a country as well, Oman has been a very conservative in terms of having mass traffic into the country, because it's all natural beauty what we have. We had limited hotels. In Oman, which actually is changing. In 2019, we've had 6 5-star hotels coming. Most of the global chains have come on board. We had excellent MICE, which comes in. So as an airline, we are trying to portray us as a MICE and a leisure carrier, so that we carry a certain, class of people who would definitely, by word of mouth, talk about the airline more. And that's what we've been experiencing now. Similar to what you've experienced when you went, we've had a lot of good feedback in the last 1 or 2 years, because we had a large movement of leisure which happens in summer, and those people travel with us frequently now. So it's actually a very good sign from India, because we have a loyalty program called Sinbad, which is doing extremely well in India. So after Oman, India is the largest market where we have maximum number of members.
Wow.
And we see them graduating into silver and the gold. We see them growing as they're flying. So it's actually a good sign. We are not close to the big boys, but yes, we are really giving them.
Just slowly getting there, actually.
Yeah.
No, but to be fair, I think if I were to summarize my experience, once you fly Oman, you'll always consider it, not because of experience, or not because of extra food or alcohol you get, but I think the overall value for money experience that somebody requires to travel, it's a perfect fit, and I'm sure that's a reason.
That's
probably
definitely our USP, because value for money has been what people talk about our product. And in 2018 March, we opened the new airport. So that was the biggest achievement for us. As an airline, we were finding difficult to transfer passengers through our old airport, which had a lot of constraints. But now we have a state-of-the-art airport, which we can handle multiple arrivals and departures. We try and arrive at similar times from the subcontinent and depart at similar times to the Europe. So we have perfect connectivity to all points within the 2-hour, 2.5-hour transit time. So that actually is also very much appreciated by people. And what we have felt is we had people experience the airport for more than 5 hours who've also complimented that, okay, Oman Airport is something nice, you can spend time there. So overall, since 18 and throughout 19, we've seen a lot of upgrades in the products and services we provide. And I think that has really complemented.
So that's going to continue in 2020.
Absolutely.
GPS is the leader when it comes to a travel trade show who's doing green initiative, and in last 4 years, I know a few numbers as reference, is they've saved 50,000 tons of paper, which translates to about 5,000 trees per se. So similarly, every brand associated with GPS is doing some of the other similar green initiative. And what is the story with Oman Air when it comes to carbon footprint reduction, etc.?
Actually, a key area what we've noticed is on the in-flight side, where we really can contribute towards reduction of wastage and plastic what is being used. Currently, there are certain countries which regulate that you can't dispose any plastic waste. And in India, there are some cities like Bombay and Goa which has already taken that initiative, that airlines coming in are not supposed to dispose any plastic waste. So we have learned from that and are looking at biodegradable things, or biodegradable trays and all those setups for the cabin food, which I think will reduce a large amount of plastic waste. That would be one of the key things we would contribute. And then offline, when you take it on the ground, our offices, we're all having disposable plastic bottled water, which we've given away actually since 1st of Jan 2020. And all our offices are using filters with disposable glasses, disposable paper
glasses,
which actually conveys a message of going green. So we are looking at it step by step in a way how we can contribute more and educate our staff, our team members, so we can spread the message even to our guests and see how we can contribute as an airline.
Thank you very much for your taking time out and joining us. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.